why is the way we go to market becoming even more important, and not just, how we go to market, but our positioning. And ultimately, I think the underlying thing here, the way that we create trust in the marketplace, as everything is about to likely change once again.
Yeah, I think it's because, as you and I were talking about in the green room, that the importance of creating trust has never been more important. But I think we're also sort of at a negative right now. I think we're in a state of distrust. I think that when you talk with a prospective client, in fact, this is not me just saying this, I encourage your audience to go to Edelman and download the 2025 Edelman Trust Barometer. They've been studying the word trust for the last, I think, almost 25 years. And if I get this statistic right, please forgive me, everyone, if I have it wrong, but it's either 63 or 65% of business decision makers today have distrust of the prospective vendor, partner, and so forth that they might be vetting, because they are super skeptical that they're going to show up the way that they show up or supposed to, that they're going to overpromise, underdeliver. And so there's a lot of fear and so forth. So it's not that we're at a 0 score in trying to build trust up. We're at like a -6 just out of the gate, right? And so if we're truly at -6 or whatever the number is, based on the data that's out there, then it's like, okay, how am I going to now, one, first acknowledge that? And two, how am I going to think, okay, if I'm going to sit down and have a conversation with Marcel, how do I work 4 or 5 steps backward to realize I have to work my buns off to prove to Marcel that I'm actually smart, capable? Can I be helpful against his business issues and challenges that the team is facing? And if I can't, I'm never going to get that at bat because of the distrust score. So we have to think, in my opinion, very carefully about that and realize that it is actually a thing. You do actually have to work hard to build trust. There's currently distrust, so your score is actually negative. If you don't have trust, it's not 0. And you actually have to work up to 0, so then you can start building trust with your right fit prospect.